Create a georeferenced PDF for the Avenza Map smartphone app, starting from a blank map document. First, I set the page size. File, Page and Print Setup. Uncheck the box that says Use Printer Paper Settings. And I like to use 20 by 20. I find that's a good balance between resolution and file size. The reason I don't use 8.5 by 11 is that no matter how big you make the map by increasing the dots per inch, or the resolution of the map, the Avenza Maps app can't read that. It needs a bigger page size. I've gone up to 300 by 300 inches for maps covering the whole North Main woods, but for a localized area, I like 20 by 20. Okay. And now we have to change the size of the map itself to match. I'm going to pop over into Layout View so we can see this is the original page size. This is the 20 by 20 that I just created. Double click on Layers, which corresponds to this Layers box here. And I'm going to first set that to 0 by 0 position, which references off the bottom left corner. And you see how that moves that down to match. Now the width to 20 and the height to 20. Okay, so now we're using the entire 20 by 20 page. Now add the data. File, Add Data, Add Base Map. Scroll all the way down to USA Topo Maps. Add. Now this shows the entire globe, and you can use the zoom in key. This magnifying glass works by click, hold, drag, release around the area of interest. As you zoom in, you'll be looking at different resolutions of map, from 1 to 250,000 to 100,000, and then 24,000. And these maps have been produced at different times. Some of the information will be out of date. And you see we're looking at a different map set now. I'm going to zoom right in on Fort Kent. And as I zoom in one final time, you'll see we switch to the highest resolution map set that we have. And this is in Canada. There is no USGS map for that zone. So I'm going to use the hand or pan tool to move this around a little bit so Fort Kent is right in the middle. And now I'm happy with this. I'm going to export it. File, Export Map. And I'm going to export as type PDF. I'm going to call this Fort Kent Avenza app.pdf. And I'm going to save at 200 dots per inch, which I find is about as much as the Avenza maps can read. And again, making the page size bigger is the way to get a high resolution over a larger area. And I'm going to check the Advanced tab and make sure the Export Map Geo-Reference is turned on. Now I'm going to save that and read down here. It tells you the progress. Once that's done, export complete. I can open that up and see this is a 14 megabyte map file. If I zoom to 100%, that is about the resolution you can expect to have on your smartphone with a little dot of your GPS point walking around. And this is an older map. Some of this information is out of date. This drive-in theater no longer exists, for example. But this is what you would have if you brought in the paper map for this region.